Readers talking about anime. Yes, it's important to hear what they say. Argue rubber wipers are out night and day. Now that you listen to the Rant Cafe.
Yo, what is up, boys? How's it going? And welcome back to another episode of the Rant Cafe Anime Podcast. With me today, we have Jordan, the anime dude. What's up, bro?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
And we got Recon, the king of trash seasonal anime. What's up, dude?
What up, everyone? Good to be back. Don't mind me, just enjoying some mayo pizza over here.
My Italian ancestors cry in their grave, and they're all doing this with their hands. And to the audio listeners, I'm doing the Italian thing with my hands, and you can picture it. Okay, we're talking about seasonal anime today, boys. Seasonal anime. I say we just go in order, from most popular to least popular, Spring Anime 2025, and we have watched some of these. Recon's watched them all, but me and Jordan have watched
every
some.
single one of them.
So about the bad news, I wanted to wait on the podcast.
No, oh no.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So as soon as I opened up AniChart, I hadn't used this site before. A lot of these shows are looking awfully unfamiliar. I watched 14 seasonals, and I guess they weren't the most popular ones. So
Are you on the spring 2025 season, Jordan?
yeah. I watched 14 of them, but like there's a lot of them I just didn't watch.
That's crazy.
That's
Okay.
probably more popular.
Fair. Okay. Fire Force Season 3 is the most popular. I have not watched it because I haven't finished the first two seasons of Fire Force, but I started watching Season 1, and it's actually decent. Recon.
Let's go.
Well, to me, Fire Force is very average, I'd say, of a shonen series. Even though it's like super popular among many others, it's just it pretty much carries the same formula from how it was in Season 1 and Season 2, the story continuation. To me, the biggest problem is two things. The forced ecchi, which is a lot, and two, a lot of the characters get left behind at many points, especially the protagonist and many other important characters like sit in the back seat while other characters, non-important characters, just take the spotlight. I'm like, ugh.
Got it.
What? I'm like, what was his name again? Like, I don't know.
And have you been watching Season 3?
Yeah, it just carries. It's the same thing, really.
Okay.
It's nothing different.
Got it.
Other than like a new threat that emerges, but it's pretty much the same characters, the same things we've seen before. Forced ecchi. I'm like, yeah. But I'm still watching it.
Because I've read all of Fire Force, so I could sit here and debate and argue with Recon and whatnot, but I haven't seen Season 3, so I haven't watched the anime. I'm out of the loop.
But you are in it for pretty much. I mean, you're going into it for the action because David Productions is really solid with animation. So that's the good thing that you're getting from this.
I will say every clip I've ever seen of Fire Force, it took me a while to get into the manga. Like about 100 chapters in is when I started to enjoy it, and I feel like the anime just looks much more like it feels like they really brought it to life, right? Like it is a very action-heavy series. It is a little over the top with the ecchi, and that bothered me at first, but it grows on you. It grows on you by the end. Like the way that they handle it is pretty good. So I don't know. All in all, solid series.
Nice. For me, for Fire Force, I'm going to say I only watched a couple episodes. I dropped it because it was a seasonal show at the time. I didn't drop it because it was bad. I do think it looks beautiful, the animation's beautiful, and the characters are fun, so I feel like I'm going to like it. But I don't think I'm in love just yet. And I've watched around like 7 or 8 episodes so far.
You got to let it cook. You got to give it a bit.
I'm gonna give it.
I'll tell you this, Briggs. Season 1 was good. Season 2, a little bit of a downgrade. Season 3, kind of the same thing as Season 2, to be honest. So yeah, watching Season 1 was like a joy for me back then.
Got it. Okay, let's move on from Fire Force. I know it's a seasonal, but it's like it's a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Lazarus. Have you guys been watching Lazarus?
Boy! Oh, now we're getting to the good stuff.
Why?
I'm leaning on Recon.
With that reaction, Recon, do you like it?
Yes, it is very cool. It is very unique. I like the animation. Studio Mappa is cooking with this one, I'm telling you.
Hell yeah. Okay, I will say, aesthetically, gorgeous. Even gorgeous to the ears as well. From the soundtrack to like the music that's playing while like certain like fight scenes are going on and stuff. Choreography of the fight scene so smooth, gives me Cowboy Bebop, Spike Spiegel vibes. I like the like art style. I think I like everything about it. But why am I bored? Why am I bored watching? Like, even the concept, the premise is really cool too. But why am I bored? Like, I don't care, and I'm not sure why.
Are you just bored of like the overall story is boring you?
No, like I'm watching an episode. Maybe it's because it just takes some time. We gotta let it cook, like Jordan says. But so the concept, Jordan, have you watched Lazarus?
I have not. So I said that for Fire Force. So Lazarus, I know it's the same director as Cowboy Bebop, and it has like some of the creators of John Wick as well that helped out with it. But that's about the extent of what I know, aside from like the plot summary. So I'll let you two.
Yeah, so like
cook on this one.
Basically, this guy developed a drug, and everyone got addicted to it. And then he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna kill you in 3 months." So they break this guy out of prison, but he actually escapes from prison. Super cool dude, and they're trying to track down the guy who made the drug. I guess probably to force him into giving them like an antidote or something. I don't know. I don't even fully remember. But I watched 3 episodes.
This is correct.
I watched 3 episodes, and I know it's gonna get better. But other than like the first 5 minutes of the first episode where like he breaks out of the prison, I've been kind of bored.
I will say, I think with stuff like this, and one of the reasons I decided not to watch it just yet, whenever something's so serious and like plot driven heavy as a seasonal, I feel like you don't quite know how good it's going to be until it all wraps up, right? Like you got to judge it as a complete package. So that's one of the reasons I kind of held off on this one for now.
Well, they're trying to track him down, so it's a lot of the detective work as well. And I feel like they just like are just hitting dead ends and you're taking it really one step at a time. Recon, you like it though because it looks cool.
It's pretty good, yeah. So the title Lazarus, Lazarus is the name of the organization that these people have formed in order to track down the main villain, Dr. Skinner. Is his name Skinner? Because they're trying to stop him from causing any more harm, and they want to develop a cure to save all these innocent people from dying. Which is it's cool. It is slow paced, but I mean. It's all about the build-up, so it's gonna get better. I'm sure of it. It is an anime original as well, so no source material, no anything. Everybody's going in blinds, but so far I've seen a lot of positivity from this, which I'm happy.
Cool. I do love anime originals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for where it goes. I'm still gonna keep on watching it because it does hit a lot of things that I think it has a lot of quality to it without catching my interest yet. So hopefully it'll just catch my interest, and then it'll be all around good. The next anime is The Beginning After the End. Jordan, have you watched this one yet?
Me?
Yeah.
I watched 1 episode, so
okay.
I've heard a lot about this one, and because it's always compared to one of my favorite series of all time in Mushoku. Yeah. But I think I might just end up reading this one instead. Is kind of the vibes I got. Like it was kind of passable, but it was also just a lot of still images and like. A lot of info dumping in that first episode where like you could tell they're just trying to I don't know, there's too many isekais out there for them to just do that and like expect it to grab us, right? Just toss a bunch of info, and
it's just so funny watching like the concept, and now it's happened so many times where it's like someone just like gets reincarnated as a baby in another world with like an adult mind and mindset and stuff, and it's just such a crazy concept to me, and the fact that it's getting done more often now is hilarious. And it's like Mushoku in that way, but doesn't feel like Mushoku at all.
Well, Mushoku is one where I know it's a bit polarizing for like a lot of people and stuff, but I like how well written it is, and I've delved into the novels and all that. And if you're just talking about like the concept itself, like I feel like it's very surface level similar. It doesn't have a lot of those same things that would make Mushoku polarizing, which is why people kind of latch onto it. But it's like the main character was a Chad King in his past life, and now he's, we're following those same like surface level steps of reincarnation. But I don't want to judge it too hard based on the anime though, because I could tell, like I said, they're just trying to throw a bunch out there, and I'm sure if you read the novel, I've heard it's good. So.
I do see that they're trying to do something with like. In his backstory in his previous life, it was a certain way, but in this life, he has like loving parents, and that's going to cause a change in him. I see some notes of good like storytelling and writing, and because of that, I did watch more than 1 episode. But then I watched the first one in dubbed, and then the second 2 in subbed, and it was a little weird. And then some shit happened, and then there's a fucking dragon, and I'm like, what is going on?
that's what I don't want to judge the writing too hard, right? Because I could tell from like you said, that setup, like it wasn't presented the best way, but I could tell that they are contrasting him being in a position of power that involves solitude and whatnot. He was very alone in that past life, and then he grew up in an orphanage, things like that, and then now he's seeing and experiencing the love of a parent and a household and family for the first time, right? So there's a lot you can do with that. So there's potential there. I'll just probably end up reading it. I don't know.
Fair. All right, I'm gonna skip. Actually, wait, Recon. The beginning after the end. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. I really don't like it. Studio A-Cat is regarded to many people as one of the worst studios in the anime industry. And the thing is, fun fact, if you go on Mal and you look up Studio A-Cat, none of their anime series has even remotely reached the ranking of 7. Everything, all their anime is at 6 or below.
They know their business model. They know their business model, and they do it well.
It's crazy too, because I don't know what list of options they gave him, but I know that the beginning after the end author like chose the studio because the director had like read the beginning after the end and whatnot. So I feel very bad for him in that regard. But
also, don't you guys find it odd that the first episode of the beginning after the end, well, it ended before it even began, to be honest. It was so similar to Mushoku Tensei. I have no idea why. Like, the way it played out, it just kind of reminded me of how Mushoku Tensei. It's exactly the same. Rudis didn't have any loving parents. Yeah. The guy in the beginning after the end didn't have anyone loved, and now they both have loving parents, and they both get overpowered from the spell book at the very end. I'm like, bam, they shoot off magic, and they destroy the house. It's the same as Mushoku Tensei. I'm like, what?
No, Rudius had loving parents. He just didn't appreciate them. Like, he was the POS in his previous life, right? So
I thought his parents hated him because he was just
he was a hikikomori that kind of shut in, right? So they took care of him, and like they feel bad they couldn't really do anything for him, like that. But I mean, the fact they took care of him until he was like 34, right? Like I don't want to say they didn't love him. So.
Oh, okay. I thought they really hated him because he was just all alone every time.
No, his siblings hated him.
Fair. But right, I think we're gonna skip sequels if that's all right. You guys done?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
All right, we're gonna do Witch Watch. First episode was cute.
Let's go.
And corny, and I dropped it.
No, I like Witch Watch.
Why did you drop it?
It's just not for me, dude.
I will say, so Witch Watch is very hit or miss. Like, it's very distinct in the way it does comedy. Like, this was one of the only ones I had like read prior to going into for this season for the seasonals, and it is so wordy with the manga, and you could kind of tell that with the anime. Like, it's sort of slapsticky, but it's like the way that they go towards it is very just roundabout, and like it makes its way there very gradually. All right, there's some wordplay, things like that. It's fun, it's cute. Nico's adorable. Mori, he's the chaddest, manliest house husband you ever did see. But yeah, it's very hit or miss. I feel like on if it makes you laugh, as all comedies kind of are, right? So.
True.
It's okay. I mean,
yeah.
The witch, I think her name was Nico. She comes back to Moy, and then like, please be my familiar. And he's forced to live with her, and all this comedy gag shit happens.
Everybody's like, it's okay. You got to give it time to cook. First 2 chapters of Witch Watch, really I didn't know if it would last and jump, but it is still going to this day, right? Like, it is a staple now. It's the same author as Sket Dance and Astro Lost in Space, if anybody's seen those.
Astro Lost in Space.
He has a very distinct style, and like whether or not you vibe with that style is one thing. But
actually, Briggs, have you ever seen Astro Lost in Space?
Nope.
If you like Among Us, it's basically like that.
Yeah,
really cool. Really
I don't like Witch Watch, so I'm probably not gonna like that.
And fun fact,
but it's completely different though.
No, it's a very different series. It's not even that one's not a comedy. That one's not a comedy.
It's not a comedy. It's not a comedy.
I misunderstood what you guys are saying. That's my bad.
No, all good. I was just saying other stuff by the author. But fun fact: the author, either he's married to the sister of, or Kentaro Yabuki is married to his sister. One of the two. His brother-in-law is the guy that did Black Cat, To Love Ru, and the art for Darling of the Franxx, and then most recently Ayakashi Triangle. So like they were both published in Jump at the same time, and they're brother-in-laws. And I'm like, cool. I don't know what the odds of that are, but They I don't know. There's only like 20 people in the world that are.
Did you watch Ayakashi Triangle, Jordan?
I did not watch it. I read a lot of it, but I watched the first episode or two.
It's wild.
I know they had production issues and stuff. So
Next anime. So it's funny that I dropped Witch Watch.
Sorry.
But no, you're good, buddy. You're good. I apologize. Dude, I'm on like 4 hours of sleep right now. I need to. They tell me why I get home at 4 a.m. and I'm like, let me get up for 8 to go play pickleball at 9. Like, what's wrong with me? I'm running on 3.5 brain cells. But I will say, Kowloon generic romance. I am very much enjoying this anime, which is funny.
Really?
We know exactly why you're enjoying it. We know exactly
why
you're
am I enjoying it.
The fan service.
No. Dude, so I was gonna say like sometimes like I'm not a big fan of rom-coms and stuff like that, but like for this romance, it's like the mystery of the world and like the reveal in the second episode and some of the scenes are just so jarring and so different. I really enjoy it. I could get more into details, but have you seen it, Jordan?
Yeah, I saw the first episode of this one. I want to check out the manga. I like a different series by the same author, and she had a very show not tell type of presentation that was very cute. But for some reason, I don't know. I felt like I wasn't vibing with this one for most of it, but by the end of that first episode, it does kind of hook you with like the twists and turns and mysteries and stuff. There's so much going on, right? Yeah. So I see the appeal.
I think that's fair. I think most of the first episode, you're just like, what's happening? I don't really know what's going on, and like you don't really care that much about the characters.
The presentation, I'm like, it's kind of weird. You're like, I don't quite understand, but
I think the hook is the end of the episode, and then going forward into the next episode as well, you get more with like their relationship, and then her not having memories. And there's a couple scenes that are just so fucking crazy. So like the main guy is waking up from a nap and sees her. Did you see my reaction to this scene or no?
Yeah. This is one of the ones we have to touch on.
It was actually so fucking funny. He's getting up from the nap and he sees her and goes and grabs her head and kisses her. And I'm like, let's go! And then she's pulling away and he's not letting go. I'm like, let go! Let go! Let go! But obviously, like, I don't want to fucking spoil, but like, she finds a picture. I'm not going to say what's on the picture. Yeah. It just reveals so much information about them, and then it brings more questions into play. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I like it.
It lets you know through that first episode and like throughout it, right, that she does have a bit of a crush on him for one reason or another. And you know, as for why, like, we can't quite tell in that first episode, but like it leads up to that scene at the very end where you're excited for her for a split second. And then I've never felt so bad for a character as I did for her whenever I heard him say, "Sorry, wrong person." Like that was that's like that's not what you want to hear there. That if your crush finally kisses you, they're like, "My bad, I thought you were someone else." But,
it's fucked.
I don't know.
It's fucked. Well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but like,
it's not going to bother me. I plan on reading it anyway. It's probably barely touched on what there is.
Is it the wrong person? Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say because there's so much mystery with her character.
There's two different ways they could go about it from that first episode, but the fact that there was a goldfish in the opening and like goldfish in the aquarium made me think it was a memory thing. I'm not sure. That's not really a spoiler for people.
I think that's good deduction.
I quoted. I stopped it on the opening whenever I was watching it, and I was like, "There's a goldfish." I'm like, just like my memory, I'm not gonna remember.
It'd be interesting to see if someone lost all their memories. Like your memories and your experiences and how you were raised and stuff that happens is what forms you as a person. So if you lose all your memories, are you even the same person anymore? Right? Like it'd be cool. Like we see it in shows where they just start acting completely different, and I just wonder if where'd Recon go?
Speaking of which, I was about to say we lost Recon. It dropped.
I see. Well.
I'm down here now.
Well, I mean, we're gonna keep on going until Recon comes back, but
I'm down here.
I'm gonna fix you.
I'm hanging by a thread here. Okay.
MHA Vigilantes. I'm assuming you've watched this, Jordan.
I watched the first I only watched the first episode of things for this season.
Okay.
3-episode rule, more like 1 episode rule.
I mean,
okay?
I was doing the 1 episode more or less too, and I just decided to I watched a bunch of 5 minutes of a show, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah,
5 minutes of a show, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back and the ones that I did like, I'll watch more.
Vigilantes is good though. I liked it based on the first episode. It's fun seeing the little cameos from my hero, and and things like that. And then I don't know, it made me laugh a few times.
I'm surprised it's not higher up on the list for like rating wise. Also, Knuckle Duster is hilarious. He's basically Batman, and I love it.
Bro's investigative skills include acting first, apologizing later. Ask questions later. He's just like, first you hit him, then you ask the questions.
He's like, they can't do anything bad if I beat them up. Okay. Yes, I agree. Funny scenes. I don't love the cast other than Knuckle Duster, but so far, I think it's pretty good.
I will say, main character was late for work despite having a transportation quirk. I feel like that threw me for a loop a bit. But I guess if you're not officially a hero, he's not really too concerned about hiding his identity or anything, is he? He was just scooting around the city, all willy nilly. Yeah, just doing good old Samaritan things.
Nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, from old country bumpkin to master swordsman. Low key, it's so generic. Kind of my favorite anime this season.
Really? Okay. Do elaborate.
I don't know. Have you ever watched an anime? You're like, I just need to watch the next one. I just need to watch the next one. And for most of these, I feel like I'm watching them out of homework sometimes. And this one, I was like, when's the next episode air? Saturday? Okay, I'll go live on Saturday and watch it again. I was excited to watch the next episode. And it's just funny how, it's a small thing. It's a small thing for me. This anime has been done a billion times before. But a lot of the times, it's this guy got... Welcome back, Recon. We'll go over the previous anime that we went over while you were gone in a second. I just want to say what I really liked about this is it's been done before, but usually it's oh, this guy got isekai to another world, or it's a fantasy and they're super strong. Let's flex on people and build a harem. And I feel like with this one, the concept of him training for 50 years and training people for 50 years and then going unnoticed and unrecognized, and then going later on in life as an older man and not even realizing, everyone around him realizing, oh shit, he's goated, and then he does all these goated things. He always thought I'm from an old country bumpkin town, I'm from the middle of nowhere, there's probably so many people stronger than me. I've been practicing my swordsmanship for 50 years, but he's always very humble and doesn't think very highly of himself. And he realized, oh shit, I'm actually goated. He's always so very humble about it, and even the girls that are obviously like him, they're his students, and he doesn't do anything weird or say anything weird. It's just a mature dude, humble dude, flexing on people after 50 years of training. It's wait,
we all have.
This is what I was waiting for. This is what I wanted. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, we all have some experience, I'm sure, with a teacher. There's that old saying, "Those who can't do teach." But we all have that one teacher or coach that we had that we were you're way too good at this. To well, why are you here in this small town teaching? So, no, it sounds like a fun concept. I'm glad you had fun with it. And Recon, are you ready to tell him why he's either right or wrong on this? I haven't seen it.
About which show? The
from Old Country Bumpkin. Yeah,
I think you might be on the wrong microphone, or just have your microphone in a weird spot, Recon. Hello?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Just check your settings to see if you're on the right microphone. Hello. Hello.
But yeah,
Hello?
I love the concept of this one. I just have not watched it, so the fact that you enjoyed it means I might have to go back.
You should watch it.
Okay.
It's not good. It's really it's very generic, but
is it fun?
It's fun, and I don't know what it is. Just watching this humble old dude be oh, I can't do this. I'm way too weak.
Refreshing.
And then realizing, oh wait, never mind, I won against it was like a adamantite adventure, black level adventure, above A class, and he's just oh, here we go again. I have to duel her, and then he defeats her. He's well, yeah, your left hand was a little weak. he's I noticed
fundamental.
I noticed a key weakness. Now? Yo, Recon, what's up?
What's up?
Is it right now?
It sounds okay. Whatever, it's fine. It'll do. Okay.
All right, fine. Never mind. The old country bumpkin, it's okay. It's just very generic for a fantasy. It's about this guy who is a retired master swordsman, and his pupils are all like former S ranks, and he gets a job at the Liberian army to train them once more, because apparently he still has more to teach them, even though they've all surpassed him.
But they didn't surpass him.
But they didn't surpass him because,
I mean,
it's generic.
They might be faster and physically stronger, which is like something I think we start to notice. Like they're definitely like physically stronger sometimes or faster than him, but his reflexes and his technique is just so on point after like training people the basics for 50 years that he just like. Dude, he was fighting honestly, I love it. Like one of the students was like, "I need to challenge you, just prove that you're actually good and not just some old man." And like the guy comes out swinging, and he's like, "This guy's really fast. This guy's really strong." And then he's like, "Oh wait, I won." He's just so humble. I love how humble he is. Okay, we also talked about Kowloon generic romance while you were gone. Recon, thoughts?
Yeah, average. I'm not really too much of a guy who's into romance anime, but my main take on this is that I'm just enjoying the fan service for this show.
Crazy. What about the mystery and like the world?
Meh.
It's all about the paint scene. Okay?
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite genre, honestly.
Fair.
Honestly, the paint scene made me mad. I was like, "Why is she like it is?" There's a heat stroke out there or something. There's all these warning symptoms. Like, why are you painting all this at once? Why are you doing it all by yourself? I got worried for her.
MHA Vigilantes, Recon. We covered that one as well.
I hate My Hero Academia. I hate Deku. I don't like it.
Deku's not in it.
Not in it.
This is before Deku.
The one anime that I didn't watch. He didn't watch it. He didn't know.
Okay, I haven't actually watched that one yet because I just read My Hero Academia. I'm like, oh, no. No, it has Deku in it. No. there's
no Deku. This is before. It takes place before. It takes place before Deku is even born, I think, or maybe he's just a baby.
I don't think it's that far back. Maybe it is.
I mean, All Might looks really young.
Is it about young All Might? Is that about him?
No. So
he has cameos and stuff.
Yeah, it's cameos, but it's not from the hero's perspective. It's from a vigilante's perspective. And there's like this old dude who doesn't have a quirk, and he's basically just like being a detective and fucking people up, and they're trying to like kind of help the heroes out without becoming heroes, and the stuff that gets like.
So it's the same shit as My Hero, basically.
No, but
a quirkless guy becomes overpowered, right?
Instead of Superman, it's Batman. Okay, it's
basically instead of Superman, it's Batman. But it's the big thing is their concept was heroes can't be everywhere, and heroes can't help everyone, so they might as well like also help. And the way this world works is like you have to be a certain strong enough quirk and pass an exam to become a hero. Meanwhile, our main character actually has no power, or one of the main characters, and then the other two have like kind of, or one of the other like main younger guy has like a weak power that there's no way he'd pass the exam with a power just like helps him move a little bit faster while having 3 points of contact on the ground. But he's still doing what he can.
I'll check this one out.
And honestly, like, I think it's pretty good. Okay.
I'll check it out then.
Please put them on, Takamine-san. I watched 4 minutes, almost saw a titty, and then closed it on stream, and then forgot about it.
I feel like
Did we not tell you about this, Briggs?
I figured. I just wanted to see how long it would take.
This is one I heard the most about probably before going into the season, which is why I just assumed it would be like, I don't know, towards the top of all these charts and stuff. And then I saw the scores that I saw it wasn't even like, I don't know. I took that as a excuse not to go into it. So I didn't watch this one.
Fair. Recon, how you loving it?
It is borderline. I'm just saying it's so degenerate. So degenerate, but there's fans for it out there, I'm sure. But at least it does have somewhat of an interesting concept, because the girl has like this sort of power where she has to change her undies, and it rewinds time back. So Takamine is a top student at the school, for a reason. Because whenever she performs badly, she uses her powers, rewinds back time in order to fix that and get top scores and be the best at school.
Wait, really?
And yeah,
I didn't
and
know
because
that's what this
the
was
guy.
about.
I didn't either. Like that sounds like some ReZero type concept. No, I'm interested. What
No,
the
really,
hell?
really. And because the guy, the male protagonist, he witnessed her use her powers. He's like, oh, you have powers. So now he became her closet, and he has to pretty much help her put her undies on. And
Well, how does that
yeah.
relate to time travel?
Why does she not just go back to before he saw? I'm so confused.
Yeah, that I don't know how it works. For some reason, he still knows. He still knows.
I see some Hans in the chat. Did the whole fan base for this just like simultaneously go back and go, huh? Like why didn't she do that?
Because she liked it.
All right, don't let me ruin the series for you. I'm sorry.
Dude, I am not watching it. Anyway, a very important break and question: 100 men versus 1 gorilla. Who winning?
What do the men have? Is it just their?
Just their hands. I feel like if
Just their
if
hands, throwing hands?
If 100 dudes have any form of weapon, I think the 100 dudes win.
100 dudes win, yeah, but
knives and
Against the
swords and
gorilla,
stuff.
then yeah.
Just
yeah,
this?
against the
No,
gorilla.
I'm going with the gorilla. Those things are crazy.
I feel like, yeah, at the end of the day, how many people are really going to be able to attack the gorilla at once? 4 or 5? And he's just going to rip them apart.
Define man, all right? Like, are we talking about like me out there, or like are we talking like Dwayne Johnson? Like
I think
these things matter.
There's 100 random dudes chosen.
Oh yeah, gorilla, 100%.
I think gorilla 100%.
Like when you say random dudes, like what are they?
UFC fighters?
Are they like big guys or are they skinny guys? Like what are they?
I don't think it matters. I think you could get 100 UFC fighters, and I don't think they're beating a gorilla in Raw. Like
You're probably right.
I just don't think they're capable of doing damage to him. Like, how can you even damage a
You
gorilla?
go for the eyes, you go for the ligaments.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'm going gorilla, 100%.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going gorilla as well.
I'm trying to think if there's any way we could win. I'm really giving it my best effort.
That's the natural thing to try to think of. Okay, that's why my brain went where it did. I'm like, what could we do in this situation? But
yeah,
I got nothing.
Okay, so can a boy-girl friendship survive? I did not watch it. Did you guys watch it?
I did. Yeah.
I feel like this is where I gave up on seasonal anime, right around here. Okay.
What? No.
No, we're gonna get to the good part now after this. This one was okay.
So this one I wanted to like because I'm a big love triangle guy. I'm a big drama guy. Like it, I don't know. This one,
it's a love triangle.
It's
but
just kind of okay. Like it.
Domestic Kanojo still better.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, this one.
Domestic Girlfriend still better.
I don't know. It was very. I don't know how to explain this one, but like she was just kind of all up in his grill, no sense of personal space. I could see it getting better, but it just really did not grab me very well in that first episode. Like I wanted to like it. I really did.
I knew.
I don't dislike it.
I knew right away what I wasn't going to be for me, so I just I was getting tortured. I was going to order, and I'm like, I just watched a little bit of Please Put Them On Takamine-san. I'm like, I can't do it. I need to skip to Sword of the Demon Hunter Kaijin, please. I need something. And I did watch some of this first episode, but it was like 50 minutes, and I was kind of bored, but it seemed cool. I don't even want to say it's bad. I just didn't do my homework on this one.
So you watched based off of any chart, right?
Yes.
Okay, this works out pretty well then, because Recon's probably seen everything. You've seen the top half of the chart, and everything I've seen is probably not shown up yet.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, did you guys watch Sword of the Demon Hunter Kaijin?
Nah.
Yes, I have watched all of it fully, and I'm caught up, and it's
You like
perfection.
it, right? You like it?
Perfection of a Demon Slayer series, yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give it some more time. I only got like 10 minutes into the episode or 20 minutes into the episode. I'm just like,
So if you want the basics of the concept, it's a revenge storyline
of course it is.
of the samurai going out and slaying demons. And the thing is, he's a special demon slayer because he can get their powers upon defeating them and use their powers
collect their
to
powers
slay
like Pokemon.
other demons.
Got it.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but it is so cool. It is so cool. Visually amazing, good fights,
That's
good
cool.
characters. I like samurai, Edo periods. I like the setting.
Is this
So,
better or
yeah.
worse than Demon Slayer? That's the question.
Worse.
It's not worse. It's not on the level of Demon Slayer. It's
Okay.
You're not gonna get
So
that
it
crisp
is
Not worse, but it's
quality
not love,
animation.
love. Gotcha. Okay.
Got
It's
it.
still got a lot of love. Yeah.
It's worse.
Okay, the brilliant healer's new life in the shadows.
I watched
Trash.
this one.
Oh, this is where Jordan started. I watched like 7 minutes of this, or maybe like 10 minutes of this. I'm just like, bro, what am I doing?
And did you even see the healer? I don't remember, but like, bro, this one was not one of my favorites, not by a long shot. But like the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes felt like of that first episode felt like two different shows.
Damn
Like-
it, I didn't get to the second show. I only watched the
Like-
first 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like the first 10 minutes, you see this girl named Lily like go through her morning routine. She's making dinner. She's doing the laundry. She has all the animation in the show for some reason. And then everything else was basically still frames. But then like these like four hot girls with that are very distinct come out of nowhere, and they're eating all the food that she made and things like that. And you're like, what am I watching? Like, are these like
Yeah.
the harem members? I'm like, I haven't even seen the healer really. He was on screen for a little bit and his lips moved, but nothing else. And then like the second half of the episode, it's mainly him, and he's like doing flips and stuff. And I'm like, that was kind of all right. But
I specifically remember them at a table eating, and I'm like, I know you shouldn't judge an anime off of 10 minutes, but I'm going to. Next.
it was the weirdest first episode I'd seen in a bit, just based on how different the first half and second half were. I'll say that. I probably won't watch more, but it was interesting.
Honestly, Jordan, just to save your time, don't bother.
No, I always choose like one or two bad isekais to at least check out each season, and this was my one for this season.
Got it. All right. I don't know. Family, children, Shiju, blah, blah, blah.
The Shiunji family
The
children.
Shiunji family children.
You didn't
Oh
watch
yes,
this one?
No.
it's so
By the
good.
same author as Rent a Girlfriend. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah. So instead of finishing Rent a Girlfriend, which hasn't really gone anywhere in forever, I've read 200 chapters and half of them are just people gawking at how cute the girls are. He put it on hiatus and he's like, I'll just write this instead. And then
It's a masterpiece, I tell you.
people seem to like it a little bit better, I think, overall. But it's
It's definitely a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better than Rental Girlfriend. Yeah.
Really?
I feel like he actually wants to go somewhere with writing it, whereas Rent a Girlfriend, I think it was a pilot where they're like, these girls are cute enough to sell stuff. Just keep it going. And he's like, I don't know how to keep it going. We can more cute outfits, more people talking about how cute the girls are. But
I enjoyed the first season of Rent a Girlfriend. So if you guys are
I probably hate on it a bit too much, but
I thought it was fun. Like, it wasn't good, but it held my attention enough to keep on watching. And if you guys are saying this is better, I will definitely check it out.
Yes, the protagonist is much better than the protagonist from Rent a Girlfriend. Much better.
I wasn't even that big on the first episode of this series, and that's all I've really seen. So, like I said, take my bias with a grain of salt. I was just saying, comparatively, I like it better. But it's not. It is a bit weird. It's a bunch of it's two brothers and like four sisters, I think, and they're all kind of raised together by some rich dude. And then they're basically told on one of their birthdays that they're not actually related. There's like two of them that are actually related. The rest, they're all adopted. They all got told they're adopted. So it's like, does that change things really? Like, you wouldn't think so, but it's anime. So
you kind of get some
weird anime things.
You kind of get some moments here with I don't really want to say it, but you do get some romantic situations. But it feels very wrong, but it's there. It's anime.
I'm just not over the fact he like stopped writing Rent a Girlfriend. He's like, I'm just gonna write this instead, and it's like the most out there wacky. Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, you guys are not selling this to me.
Oh no, I don't. I'm probably not gonna keep watching it. I'm just saying it exists.
I'm gonna keep watching it.
It's fun. It's wacky.
Don't care what you guys say.
It's a thing. It's anime.
Have you guys watched
anime?
Mobile Suit Gundam GQ?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Of course you have, Jordan. How is it?
I don't know a ton about Gundams and stuff, so I had a bit of trouble kind of following along. But the music and the visuals were very pretty, and it was done really well. But yeah, as far as what was going on, I couldn't really tell. I don't know. It seems to have a pretty high score, but I don't know if I doubt I'll keep watching this one. So
Fair.
There's two cute girls as the main characters. I feel like the last two Gundams have both had like girls as the main characters, and maybe that's an appeal in and of itself. I don't know, but I don't know. Action was cool. Music was good.
Honestly, like the fact that they're using like a female main character makes me want to check it out, and maybe that's why they're doing it.
I don't know. I feel like the Gundam's taking that turn a little bit where they're like, we already have all the the big giant robot space opera fans and stuff kind of under our in our pocket. Like they're gonna watch it regardless. Let's get the Yuri fans too, and then all of them are Yuris. So honestly, it makes it probably a little bit better, but it's I don't know. I couldn't really tell what was going on in that first episode. It was kind of all over the place. It was
Fair.
Very action heavy, but so fun in that way. But
True. Yo, Go
Briggs,
Loser Ranger season 2 is out, and I really like season 1. I think I finished it, but I'm really bad at continuing to watch things seasonally. But I really did like season 1, so I'm down to watch season 2.
Good so far. It's good so far.
It's good so far. Nice.
I like it. Yeah, it's very good.
What
But just a heads up, Briggs. From now at this point, we are entering trash anime territory. Just
Really?
letting you
It
know,
felt like we entered it a while
Yeah,
ago.
if you
Three of
really
my
want
top
to keep
four-
going,
three of my top four we haven't gotten to yet. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Actually, no. There is one that we can talk about, which is Yaiba.
Four of my top five, actually.
Okay, let's try and speed run some of these, and the ones that you do like, Jordan, let me know, and we'll talk about it. Okay?
Sounds good.
Rock is a lady's modesty. Is this one in your top
I like
five?
that one. I would say it's like number 5. Yeah. So
What's
I like
it about?
it. The girls band anime, private academy, so
band.
like the setting's kind of whatever, but it's very heavy on the actual music.
That's it.
It's
just
very
girls
heavy
playing-
on the actual music. Like the band that does like the OPs and EDs, it's playing their music.
I like that.
And like it will sit there with the way 3D animation is now and stuff, and they'll play through like the entire song, just kind of jamming, right? So the rest of it is kind of just pretty okay. Like it wasn't an amazing show, but as far as like the musical parts, I have like a guilty pleasure towards those. So like sitting there watching them drum and jam it for like 4 or 5 minutes straight, I'm like, that was
sick.
cool.
I'm a big fan of K-On! And specifically the music parts of it. I really like because like you begin to like the characters and you want to see them do well, and they do use their songs as the ED and stuff. So I did enjoy that. I like Botry the Rock a lot. So you are making me want to check this out. I'm sure it's probably not as good as those, but if it does focus on the band,
probably not.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
It's probably my least favorite girls band anime thus far, but I haven't watched very many, and I like the other ones I did watch. It's funny, I haven't even seen K-On! Yet, really. So it's
dude, K-On!'s an anime for trads. You got to get on it.
That's what I've been told.
Summer Pockets.
Yeah, so I watched this one too. It was kind of okay. It was it's by the same guy, Jun Maeda, who did a bunch of the key stuff. So if you've seen like Clannad, Angel Beats, something, the one with the goddess, the Charlotte, etc. It's like the same guy that did a lot of that stuff, did a lot of this.
True.
I only watched one episode. It was kind of okay, going to a small town, a lot of scenic shots, and then going around talking to different girls who were kind of quirky. So this one had some cute moments, but I don't know if it completely grabbed me, but I think this is one that'll probably at least be on people's radars. So.
True. Cool. It's by Studio Feel with a period, all lowercase with a period, and I kind of like that. That's what catches my attention.
I don't know much about the studio. I'm not that big of a weeb.
Right,
Okay,
this looks like a Recon anime coming up. I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. I think I watched a little bit of this.
This is a reincarnation.
of course it is.
Guy is reincarnated into a baby. He grows up. He becomes an evil lord of an empire. He was betrayed by his wife, and he goes in debt, and he dies a sad man. But and then he becomes the evil lord of an empire, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. He's gonna make people's life a misery. So he's gonna do all the bad choices, but apparently, no matter what bad choice he makes, the people absolutely love him because they truly believe that what he is doing is to their benefit.
They're like, jokes on you. We're kind of into that. Okay.
Yeah, they're into that, and he does have a pretty hot maid as well.
Is it a harem or?
Not really.
Okay, I see like 3 cutish girls like behind them in the main picture there. So
Well, they're all
Never
like
makes
his they're all like, how can I say it? His servants. They're all his servants, and he's the lord.
is it good? Is it?
That's what I can. That's my reaction. Yes, it's fun, but it's.
Okay.
Got it. Once,
I didn't watch.
Once Upon a Witch's Death looks kind of cool. Jordan.
I don't know. I don't know what this
You
one
didn't
is.
watch
No.
it. Okay. Recon.
I didn't see this one.
Okay.
There's like 3 Once Upon a Witch's Death fans out there just crying right now.
Yeah, I know. I kind of like the cover art. I like the title. On Meg's shut up, Meg. On Meg's 17th birthday, she learns that she only has 1 year left to live. Her mentor, the Eternal Witch, explains that she is cursed, and the only way to save herself is to grow a seed of life using one of the 1,000 tears of joy. Of course, such tears aren't easy to come by. And then she begins her quest. I don't know. It actually sounds decent.
Yay!
Doesn't look bad, but yeah, I don't know.
I'd watch it.
But you didn't.
Bro,
There wasn't somebody to choose from.
there was just so many to choose from, and I felt like I was being tortured. I honestly feel like Recon watching all the seasonal anime, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And genuinely, I think if I had to torture someone, I would be like, watch every anime on this list.
I will say, I went through and chose 14 that I kind of wanted to watch, and even then I had trouble. I don't know. Seasonal anime has always been tough for me.
Yeah. Your Forma. Did you watch this one? This one looks cool.
I don't
Super
know
confusing. Super confusing. I have no idea what is going on half the time of the damn show.
All right, well, I'm gonna watch it then, because I feel like this is something I would like. I didn't have anything left in me. I want to watch Your Forma. I'm down.
All right.
It's sad this one came out at the same time as last.
I kind of just watched the first episode, and I'm like, nah, I'm not continuing this. It's just, it's all over the place for the story, and even then on Mal, it doesn't even have a fucking good score at all.
That's true. It's 59%. It's pretty low on any chart as well.
That is pretty crazy for Mal. I feel like people are usually pretty benevolent.
Yeah. Apocalypse Hotel.
I have not seen that one.
I have not either.
Why are all the cool sounding ones all the way down here? Like once I saw,
We're entering Briggs. We're entering trash territory right now. Okay.
Okay. Yaiba, Samurai Legend.
Okay, this one is good. This one is pretty good. This is a remake of a old series, and it's by Wit Studio. And I have to tell you, animation is top tier.
Let's go.
It looks kind of cool.
Story wise, it's pretty simple, but it's so good. It's so good. I like it so far. It's got those same vibes as, let's say, Ranma 1.5, and also Urusei Yatsura. It has a lot of good comedy in there.
It's like old
great
school
action. Yes, it's basically an old school remake, same as the others. It's got the comedy in there. It's got good action. It's all about samurai and fighting and stopping the demon lord Onimaru. It's great. I like it.
Samurai was an extra point for Recon there. You saw Samurai.
I love samurai. I love samurai.
Let's go. We love to hear it. Wit Studio known for putting out quality stuff too. So I imagine you're right on point there. I have not seen it myself.
Okay. At this point in the podcast, can you specifically tell me which show you watched, Jordan?
Yeah, so Anne Shirley over there on the right side.
Okay.
So that one was one of my favorites that I watched. It is a remake. There's like many remakes of it, but have you ever heard of Anne of Green Gables? Like a novel from like very early 1900s?
I have not.
Okay, so an orphan girl named Anne with an E. That's important.
Got it.
She goes to live on like a farm in Canada. So this is a Canadian anime. It takes place in Canada technically, back in the olden days, right? And she's a very rambunctious girl. It's very imaginative and things like that. And it's gotten many remakes over the years, live action and otherwise. My grandma made me watch like I think it was the '80s live action version whenever I was a kid, so I have a bit of nostalgia there. But I don't remember a ton about it. But watching this remake, it was pretty well made for that first episode or so. So I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to more of this one, and cool. I don't know, it's probably flying under the radar for a lot of people, but it's cute.
Cool. All right, anything else?
Yeah. So they're actually kind of all three right in a row. So Mono,
Ooh.
right there, was another one of my favorites. So this one's about photography and cinematography and things like that. Again, I only watched one episode, but the girls form a club in school. It's photography based, and I watch a lot of cute cat videos. So there was a cat in this one, and and they put like a little helmet camera on the cat, and I had just watched a cat video, so I don't know what the odds of this are, but it looked like the cutest little thing whenever they're petting it and stuff, but then they released it onto the street with the cat cam on, and you see all these territorial fights and things like that. And I saw that in real life. And then it happened in the show, and I'm like, man, they're just capturing reality here. So, I don't know, very cool. They went through like helmet cams and things like that. They go through the first year of like with some comedic moments, and then they have like a panorama shot where they like take a phone and they basically get the skyline as like time passes over a long period, and that's all within the first episode, and it just goes over these different versions of photography and the passion they have for that. So I don't know, it was cute, it was really well done, and I enjoyed that one probably more than I thought I would. So
right, Recon, I'm going to go to you. Is there an anime on this list that you think me and Jordan still need to check out?
Before I go into that, Jordan, that was the most boring ass description I have ever heard.
Photography is cool. I'm a big sucker for whenever an anime takes like some little hobby that people have, or like something like photography, and they just kind of delve into it, right? They go all in on like exploring it, and the people that do enjoy it. So I don't know, it was fun. It was cute. It was funny.
Have you ever watched Blue Period, Jordan?
Yeah, I love Blue Period.
So I
Blue
feel
Period's
like I
great.
do like those little hobbies when they go to the extreme with it, and I feel like Blue Period goes to the extreme when you see the characters dealing with stress, failing, succeeding, and they turned it into a shonen about painting, and I kind of thought, or about art, and I love it.
I will say Blue Period was a little bit more like probably drama heavy than this one would be. Like this one definitely more towards like the comedy side. Yeah, it was a little bit more a Yashike, which normally I don't really like. I'm not really a big slice of life a Yashike guy. I don't know if I'm getting old or whatever, but for some reason I really vibed with this one, and then like another Yashike, or like in both of my top 3 for this season thus far, and I don't know how to feel about that, but yeah, it was cute. I liked Mono, as you can see from the score. It has a 75. I think other people like it too.
Cool.
It was well done.
Nice. Yeah, 75 being this low popularity-wise is interesting. Okay. Wait, I lied.
Zatsutabi. No, that was the other one.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I want to talk about that one.
Go for it.
So that one, it's based off of a manga where the mangaka herself travels around and explores different regions and things like that. And then they put that like in the anime. So the main character is a mangaka. She's going through these tough times where her manuscripts are getting rejected, things like that, whatever. So she's like, I just need a break. I just need to go on like a random journey. So she types in a poll on Twitter, like, which way should I go? And then she just hops on a train and she goes, right? So for the first episode, she's kind of just walking around Fukushima in particular and like exploring the sites there, going to some hot springs. Very Iyashike vibes in general for that, but like it's cool seeing and recognizing the different parts of like a prefecture.
Lads, duty calls. I need to go off. We've been running for too long.
Yeah, okay. Well, one last thing, Recon. Recon, what was the one anime that you would recommend we watch?
The rest is trash. Just go watch the samurai anime that I was talking about.
Cool.
Sword of the Demon Hunter. Go watch it right now, and enjoy.
Later, Recon. I was gonna say one last personal anecdote on like Zatsutabi was we had just watched Look Back, right?
Yeah.
And the director of Look Back that I was praising and whatnot, he did like a little promotional video that was really well done. Just advertising basically the Fukushima prefecture. It's like a couple minutes. Like I said, Look Back was the largest thing they'd done, but usually they just do like little videos and stuff. And having just watched that, like the mascot of the prefecture and things like that, like I recognize that in Zatsutabi. So it was really cool just seeing like those local sites. And I don't know. I know there's a lot of friends I have that like tell journeys about like traveling and backpacking and things like that. So I don't know. It's interesting if you're into that type of thing.
It's cool.
I'd say
it is cool seeing as you get lower in popularity here, them picking something specific and kind of delving into it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like your typical isekai or shonen or like fantasy. I like that you like those type of anime. I feel like I haven't given enough of them a chance. I feel like I actually usually do end up liking them.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was
for
weird
example, I'm not a big fan of like just like normal rom-coms or like certain types of slice of life.
Yeah.
If it's just like cute girls in
really
high
don't
school
like
and
the
there's no...
yashikes.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I really don't like yashikes or cute girls doing cute things. So like these last two right here, I did not expect to like those, right?
Yeah.
But they were just done pretty well.
But you know what? If there's a passion and there's something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate that sometimes it just feels like it's just like school girls doing cute things and a little bit of drama here and there, and it's just like, what is this anime about? What's the story?
Exactly.
Tell a story. At least with like this, it's about like photography or traveling or like there's something to it, you know?
Yeah, it has that very specific thing it's wanting to portray, and it goes far enough into it to where you're like, that'll stick with me for a bit, right? Or so I don't know. I have some friends that I know plan on traveling and stuff, and whenever they saw this one, they were like, you know what? That's a good way to like, you know, think of areas I might want to go visit or things like that, right? Like that looked fun in the show.
Do you have a passport yet, Jordan?
I need to go get one. You've
been saying that for 8 years now, buddy.
I know. I had an appointment set up back in 2020, and then like the week I was gonna go get it, like everything shut down. I'm like, you know what? That's just a sign, and I just haven't gone back since. So.
Fair. Anyway, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Recon already left. Jordan, thank you for joining me.
Of course.
I want to apologize if I'm very low energy, chat. I'm just stupid. I'm just not smart. And I don't go to bed till 4 a.m. and I'm like, I'm gonna still wake up at 8. Like
no, all good. Thank you for having me. It was a fun time. I know seasonals was a bit of a change of pace, but for anybody curious about next week, we're going to be watching my dear friend Noko-tan from Recon's recommendation. Bang Dream, It's My Go is what I recommended. So girls band anime, because I know Briggs likes K-On! And Bochi and stuff. And then and Briggs recommended something. I don't know. Briggs
Smartphone Isekai Season 2.
Yeah. I watched season 1 just to prepare, but I'm not looking forward to Briggs.
You shouldn't have prepared, dude. I watched like an episode of half of season 2, and I'm like, I'm regretting everything. But I'm gonna finish those episodes so we can actually talk about it. We're talking about those 3 anime next week, guys. And
yes,
then,
sir.
We'll be back later.
Later, everybody. Bye. Bang.